Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019 with the Rude Man. I'm back on a new farm, new to me. It's Canadian, what is it? Canadian Farm Map, it's called. It does have multi-fruit on it. I'm going to do a quick run around. I'm not going to do a review or anything like that. I'm just going to do a quick run around. There's other people out there that do map reviews, and no point in me doing one. So, there's your farmhouse here. This is the farm. And I've purchased the equipment, starter equipment I'm going to use. Now, this is a Canadian map, so I'm using Massey Ferguson's. Massey Ferguson's are made in Canada. So anyway, this is a mod, but it's supposed to be a Massey Ferguson. So I picked up a couple of mods. I did one myself, and I picked one up. This one's an in-game tractor. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. It's a 7210. This one is a mod. It's the 7700 series. And I picked this one up and modded it myself. This one over here I picked up, and it's kind of weird. It's got really, really wide, fat tires. But this is the 8700 series. This is what would be considered a large tractor. This one is a small tractor, the 7700. Picked up my John Deere's for pulling this kind of equipment, and I am going to be using this seeder, but I painted it red so it kind of looks Massey Ferguson-y. The only thing I've done to the map is I've taken out the clamps, or what I call silage silos, silage bunkers, and I put in my feed for my animals, and then I put in obviously the seed, fertilizer, herbicide, lime, and liquid fertilizer in here. Perfectly fit right in here, so I can drive on either side of it if I want to. And what else did I do? The only other thing that I have done is I've changed the size of the silos so that it holds a little bit more. I haven't messed with what it holds yet. We'll see what it holds and whether it's going to work for me or not. So if I can get this to hold everything I want to hold, then I don't have to put the Maurice in if I don't want to. Although there's plenty of room here for the Maurice if I want to put one in. And let's see, what else? That's about it. I've got equipment spread all over the place. Now, when you start this thing, you get, obviously, equipment that they want you to use. I like my own equipment, so I sold everything they had on the farm and bought my own. But if we look at the map, we only own one field, number 1, and it's not very big. It's probably the smallest field in the whole map, on the whole map. You got a swimming pool too. Sweet, huh? So, anyway, this is field number 1. Although, on one of Giant's maps, this would be a pretty large field, but on a modded map, it's pretty small. So that's the only field I've got. But before I get started with this only field, I left myself a little bit of money to purchase some new fields. I don't know what they cost. They may be absorbent. I don't know. They may be really expensive. But let's just take a look. It's pretty much a flat map. There's no hills. Square-ish fields. Ooh, this is nice. There is quite a bit of grass on the side of the fields that we might be to get our hands on. No, we can't. I forget. It's 2019. We'd have to buy the field to get the grass. The outside of the map is quite a bit of this. Here, let me close that up for a second. Although you may want to see that. Or I'll leave it open so you can see the words and junk. So the outside, there's a sawmill here. The train runs all the way around. You can see the orange thingy-mabobber. That's the train. And so the train comes and can pick up anything. But there's logging. We'll start right here and just run around the field, the map. There's logging, quite a bit of it on this map. Look at the size of that. That's a lot of trees there. That's only one side. It goes all the way around the map. Here's some of the other fields that you've got. There is one thing that's strange about this map, and I'll show it to you before I get too carried away. And that's the multi-fruit is kind of weird. Something in there. So you got your regular fruits, and then they've got some extra fruits. So these are all normal. But when we get over here, these are black beans. Now, I did not have a black bean icon, so don't laugh, but I used a pea. These are peas, actually. But they don't look that much different. A bean is a bean. A pea's a bean, too. You got peanuts. You got your black beans. What the hell is that? This is... okay, you got corn, too. You've got tobacco. Let's see, clover, which is... that clover. We've got sorghum, we've got cherries, and there's the clover right there. That's the clover. No, that's not. That's the alfalfa. Now I'm really getting confused. I'm going to have to look at my icons because it has both clover and alfalfa. And then sorghum and whatever that is. Corn, too, tobacco, rice. I think that's rice right there. The one I'm really confused about is the cherries, and I'll show you why. Let me get to... we'll get back to the farm and look at the cedar, and that'll tell me what the fruits are, because I was a little confused. I just went in and tried to get some extra icons, and I was kind of picking and choosing, and it didn't quite work out for me. Anyway, so we've got grain storage here. There's an BGA bunker here, a big one. And let's see, we've got also a lime station. There's lime stations all over the place. Here's your port here. It's pretty good size, and it's pretty well put together. But as you notice, we've got more. Whoa! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Now I'm done drowned. We've got more logging that we can do. Let me out. I can't get out. There we go. Okay, so there's more logging. Lots of logging on this map. I guess Canadians log a lot. There's a little bit of a village here with a grocery store. That's kind of handy, I guess, if you have to buy groceries. And again, the train goes all the way around. And more trees. There's a selling point over there for trees and stuff. More trees. This is, where are we at? Windrow storage. More grain sale point. And we're getting down the end, and there's more trees. There is logging everywhere on this map, tell you what. I don't know what this is for sure. It says, I can't read it because but it's some kind of sell point. What it looks like is generally this is like a brewery, that building. I don't know what it is. More trees. Lots of trees. All right, we got some more trees. There's another logging area here. There's a service station and another sell point. Or is that storage? I think this is sell point. I don't think it's storage. The reason why I don't think it's storage is because you can put stuff in, but it doesn't look like you can take it out. There's no spout for getting it back, so I think it's a sell point. I could be wrong. There's a big lot here that you can buy if you want to put your own stuff someplace. And it's already got nice fancy bricks. And look, more forestry. Cool, huh? And look, more forestry. Tons of forestry. Another little train depot thingy-mabobber-doodle. And we're getting back up where we started. Here's the forest where we started, I think. Now, here's your dealership right here, and it's actually close to your farm. That area right there is all your farm. Right, but I want to go to the cedar, and I'll show you where everything's marked, because I'm a little confused about the clover and the alfalfa. Now that I looked at that, let's get in a tractor here, and oh, I wanted to show you something. Hang on, I'll remember hopefully. So if we look at the different fruits. We'll move back here. Let me fill this thing up. I don't know. I might be a little close. I was going to switch these tractors out. I want to see if that Massey Ferguson will pull this thing. Since it's all red, I want to see if it will. But we have to switch back to the tractor. Whoops. What did I just let go of? Oh, I let go of my weight. That's weird. That's what I want to let go of. Now, the John Deere tractor's got a bigger engine in it than the Massey. But I don't know if it's power I need. Look at how wide those tires are. They look, and that's not the half of it. You can put dual tires on this thing. They really expand out. It's weird looking. So it runs pretty good. It's pretty quick, but we'll see if it pulls this thing all right. I might need that John Deere's got more power. But we'll see how this works. Let me run up here. And let's open this thing up. Shoot, I got too close. Dang it. Let's fill this thing up. Then we'll flip around and get our seeds. While that's filling up, though, let me show you what I was talking about. The cherries. The cherries are weird. There was a cherry field over here. Let me see if I can find it again. Okay, so this is cherries. Cherries. They're not growing on trees. They're growing on a plant. What? That's the strangest thing I've ever seen. And you pick the cherries with a harvester. It's crazy. I'll show you. Let's grab one of the combines here. All right, so let me show you. Let's just grab whatever and see. Maybe it won't show me. Cherries. You pick cherries with a harvester. Isn't that the craziest thing you've ever seen? But hey, what can I do? I gotta go with it. It's, I didn't make the mod. I'm just trying to play it. So I don't know. That it's kind of freaky though. So let's get back to the cedar and put some seeds in this thing. Let me switch that back to the front. Put some seeds in this thing. And then if we look, there's your alfalfa there. So that's different looking. So we got alfalfa. There's the Sudan grass. That's what it was. Sudan grass. We've got your clover. And we've got the normal wheat, barley, canola, soybeans, sunflowers, corn. We've got corn too. We've got black beans. You can see that icon. I didn't change the little icons. We got peanuts. We've got rice. I was right. That was rice. Potatoes, sugar beets, grass, poplars, sugarcane, oats, cotton, tobacco, sorghum, and then back to alfalfa and clover. All right, so there you go. You got different crops. Put this thing away. Now, yeah, I want to show those cherries. Those cherries freak me out. That's just crazy. I kept looking for trees. I said, where's the cherry trees? And I was taking a shortcut through that field, and I thought, what the hell is this? Tomatoes? And it was cherries. Crazy. All right, so I need to buy some more fields because I don't have anything to work. That one little field ain't going to cut it. So let's see what 2 sells for and see if we can afford it. Oh, it's pretty cheap. All right, we're going to buy 2. And then let's pop up to 3 and 4 and see what they sell for. Or should I get 5 and 6 first? Let's just see what they sell for first. Okay, so there's $1 million right there. I think I'm going to have enough for all of those. So let's buy that one, and we'll buy this one. And then we'll buy 3. And we'll buy 4. And that'll leave me a little bit of money left. Not much. But I'll have to do some work to make money for animals. Let me find my plow and get to work. Yeah, so I may have to work on those icons. Couldn't find one for black beans. I found one for peas, and I don't know if I've ever seen peas on a map. So, and I couldn't get around it. I needed a big tractor to pull this plow, so I went ahead and got the big bud. I don't know if Canada has any big buds or not, but they got one now. But I'm going to try to just hire a worker and see if I can get this done. Somebody got paid $2. Okay, so as it stands, my hired workers are making more money than I do, so that way I don't get any complainers. Somebody was complaining the other day that I didn't pay my hired workers, and that wasn't realistic. So I don't know what they think. It's a game. It's not real life. But there you go. So let's see. I need to get this guy hooked up to the limer. This is a medium-sized tractor, and I'm hoping it'll pull this lime trailer. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to do something different. I got a small Massey Ferguson. I'm trying to work with Massey Ferguson tractors and combines and stuff, so we'll see how that goes for me. Let me see if I can get the line from this side if I have to flip around. It works. So get this thing. I decided not to use. I've been using that great big limer, wherever it's at. This one right here, but I don't really like it. I got this one from Scorpion. He uses it all the time and swears by it, but I don't know. I just, it's something about it I just don't like. It holds a hell of a lot more. It holds 60,000, and this only holds 25,000 with the extension. It only holds 20,000 if you don't put the extension on. But this one also spreads a little bit farther. It spreads 30 meters. This one spreads bigger than 12. It spreads. Spreads. Gosh, I can't remember, but it's bigger than 12 because there's an addition on it. I put this spreader on the back that makes it spread farther. I just don't remember what it spreads. We could check real quick here if I do a course play. I'm not going to do a route, but I can kind of spread this thing out and then pretend I'm going to do a course play route, and we'll see what it says. So if we do that, course generation, 30 meters, so it looks like it does the same amount as that other one. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. It's 18 meters. Yeah, that's not right. That's crazy right there. That's crazy talk. So I think this will work. Let's lime the hell out of it. I don't know if I have to. I didn't look. If I get out and look here. Needs lime. So, yep, we got to lime the schnot out of it. But it won't let me. Why won't it let me? Whoa! What's going on? I'm ruining crops over there. Stop. What are you doing? Oh, man, I just plowed up part of my crops. Let me see what it is. It was wheat. I just plowed up some of my wheat. That's crazy. Put you away. Now, it might be that the worker's right that these should be one field. I could easily plow these fields together and just have one field. So I'm not going to do that right at the moment, but let's see what else we've got. Okay, this field is growing. It's got barley. It doesn't have any fertilizer on it, though. This one is ready to harvest oats, and it only had one fertilizer on it. So we're not going to get the best yield off that. And then let's see what 5 and 6 have on them. 5 has cotton. Oh, great. We get cotton to do. And this one has canola. So there you go. We got a little bit of everything. Alright, let's see why this guy won't let me hire a worker here. Oh, I don't know what was going on. There's something he didn't like about what I was doing. I kept this, by the way. Don't ask me why I kept it. Probably because they're expensive, and if I ever do want to do some logging, I've already got one. I didn't want to, you know, when you buy it, you pay 100,000. When you sell it, you only get 50 for it. So I decided to keep it in case I actually do want to do some logging at some point. Now we're going to need this guy probably sooner than later. But the farm's right here. I guess I can get him out of the way. Now this is weird. We have a house with no driveway. We've got a garage there, but there's no driveway. It's sitting on grass. And we got this shed here to park stuff in. I don't know why, but we do. I'm just going to take this plow and kind of move it out of the way for now. Run it down here. Okie dokie. Smoky. Yeah, that pool's not very deep. Let's see. We needed that one field before it gets ripe. We need that one field fertilized. So let's fill her up. What do we have, our own radio tower here? What's that about? Huh. That looks like a radio tower. It doesn't look like a cell tower. Okay, let's see. We need liquid fertilizers. So let's go down the end. Put some of that in here. Fill her up, Mickey. I've been awful tired lately. Tired this morning when I got up. And then I started working on this. I had some modding to do. For those of you with Patreon accounts, I went in and made sure that the seeders and those types of things were able to do some of these extra crops that we're now getting on some of the maps. So all the seeders that, well, not all of them. I missed a couple of them. But I got the ones I've been using. That cedar that's right here, this one's been modded to do everything. The pea, the sorghum, the rice, all of that stuff. So are all the John Deeres that I've got that I've been using lately. So the deers, where are the deers? The deers are up in planters, I think. These three deers, the 120, the 60, and the 90, all of these have all the crops, or should have all the crops. If I miss any, like if you're playing a farm that has a crop that I don't have on the ones I'm playing, let me know, and I can add them to these. If you notice, these have the potatoes and stuff. Let's see here. These have everything. So it's got all the new crops, the corn too, the rice, the peanuts, the black beans, all of these new crops that I've gotten. They're all in here, so these will do those now. This is the one I didn't do. I didn't fix this one here. This one is not in. Hang on. Maybe it's in this one. There it is. This one here I did not do, so I have to do that. I forgot I had this one modded, so I need to remod this Great Plains one, but I don't use it currently. But I'll do that. So if there's anything else that I missed on any of this stuff as far as some of the new crops go, let me know, and I'll fix those up. And again, while I'm on the subject, if you've got access to the Patreon account And you want the new icons that I'm using here. These new icons, like this. There is a file in the utility section of the OneDrive that has a folder that you open the folder up after you unzip it. Open the folder up, and in the folder you're going to have the two pieces of the mod, but you're also going to have a video on there that'll show you how to do it, because you have to actually go into your game files and make some changes on the icons, because what it does is it doesn't just put the icons on this farm, it puts it on every farm. So anyway, there's a video in there that'll show you how to do that. Alright, why won't he? Is this one ready to... Oh, this is ready to harvest. Didn't I have one that wasn't ready? That didn't have the fertilizer? This one doesn't have any fertilizer. And supposedly it's growing, so... Yeah, this was the one. And then probably that wheat went over there as well. Alright, we'll let that guy go. Let's get this guy to the farm. And then we'll check this... wait a minute before I do that. What's this one need? Nothing. It's got nothing on it. This one has 100% fertilizer. Okay. That's weird. You fertilize one, not the other. Right. They're going to probably have weeds on them sooner than later. But that's okay, because we don't have any herbicide in this thing anyway. That building there looks like a fire building. All the fire trucks come roaring out. It's not, but it looks like it. Alright, fill it up with herbicide. Okay, so let's get the limer put away here. Limer 49er. He's got a Massey Ferguson running him. I'm going to tuck it in this building right here just because it's close. Okay, we don't have any animals, but I have that truck for that purpose. Okay, so basically, I guess we're just waiting for crops to grow. I suppose. You reckon? Alright, he's full, so let's swing him around and get him. Wonder what that is over there. What is that? Oh. Some kind of silo for the train. Alright. So far in 2019, I don't think I've used a train. I don't remember using a train. I might have. Maybe I'm just confused. I just don't remember using a train. There's all your animals in here, and you've got a Fancy Dan. I don't know why the horse arenas are also Fancy Dan. This is your horsey place here. They're just so fancy. I don't know why. And you got your jumpy thing here. And then we've got... now, what is this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's this one? On foot to open gate. This is your horsey thing. What's that one over there? This must be a sheep then. Is this sheep? Okay. Well, I don't know what to do. This won't let me buy. Let me buy. This must be sheep, maybe? But where do you buy the sheep? You didn't. I thought that's what this was for right here, but it's not letting me buy anything. Unless that's where the wool goes. There's the water. Here we are. Right here. That must be where the wool goes over there. Yeah, so here's your sheep. This is sheep. That's a big sheep building thingamabob. So there's your horses there. And then we've got pigs here and cattle over yonder. We got some cattle. Should we buy some? I've got a little money left. I won't have any money for any kind of equipment if I need it, that's for sure. Okay, so fertilizer here. Missed the end. Didn't quite make it. It's a little overkill, isn't it? What can I say? I got money and I know how to waste it. I got money and I know how to spend it. Oh, don't do that. I must have hit the button to fold and I meant to hit the button to shut it off. Now, I don't know whether the wheat needs it or not, but let's go take a look while we're up here. Do you notice these things when they run, they kind of slow down at a certain point and then they start up again? Like they just get really tired. "100% fertilized," it says. And partially plowed. Whoops. That one's ready to go. Oh, that one's ready to go. We can get combines over here. What am I doing? Now, I've never used this set before, but notice, usually, well, dang it, usually on these things, see that wheel? You can usually make it go up and down and in and out. This one I can't do it for some reason. When I do it, when I use it, see the door opens. What? This is how you usually do it with the mouse, and there's no way to do it. Because when you use the mouse, it does that. So I don't know. There's no controls that I can see. You can lower the header. I can lower it, unfold the harvester, lower the header, turn on the harvester, disable the straw swath. This one does nothing. Both of them, if I hold both of them, I can toggle the cruise control or change the speed. So I can't see where it lets me do anything that'll run that header, that make the header go up and down. So I don't know what to say. I'm utterly flabbergasted. So I've yet to use these combines. I debated, since it's a Canadian map, Massey Ferguson was, it was actually two companies, Massey and a guy named Ferguson, and they merged and became Massey Ferguson, and they're a Canadian company. I had the choice. I always use the case, and I wanted to try something different. Since it's a Canadian map, I decided to go with Canadian harvesters. But there is a Massey Ferguson here, but it's in game one. It's teeny tiny and it's ugly and all that kind of stuff. So I went with a mod. So it's this Egg Coat Ideal mod that you can put Massey Ferguson skin on. I usually use this one here. It's a little bigger. But I do have this Kloss that I wanted to use. Or Class. I don't know how you pronounce it for sure. Class or Kloss. I've heard it both ways. And so I'll say it both ways. It's a pretty combine. It's bright, shiny, and pretty. It's so pretty. So we've got oats. Oh my God, look at the windrow. That looks like grass windrow. What? That's funny. Oats are not green. Huh. Well, heck, what can I say? I suppose if you can grow cherries on a bush or a plant, you can have green oat hay, straw. I don't know. What can I say? All right, I'm waiting now because I've got nothing else to do except for maybe fertilize something else, I guess. I'm going to play this map for a couple of episodes and see if I like it. I can get past the cherries if I have to. Once I... well, actually, I don't own the field that the cherries are on. So, if it bothered me, I just wouldn't plant any cherries. I don't have a need to plant cherries. There's no factory to make cherry juice. So, or, cherry pies or anything. This is already fertilized. It's this one here, this nut. So, if it bothers me, I just forget about it. Just forget about it. I won't plant any. It doesn't bother me. I think it's funny. It makes me laugh. Anything that makes me laugh, I think, is a good thing. People cry and scream and are offended at everything nowadays. They need to laugh once in a while. So, anyway, sorry about my rambling. I'm just tired tonight for some reason. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. If you liked it, give it a like, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you back on the farm in the next episode. In the meantime, happy farming.